Hello, folks. We're live. It's Fandango Friday, y'all. I'm in Louisiana, y'all. Beverage Rambles in Georgia, y'all. James P. Madonna is in New Jersey, y'all. And he's going to start off the Fandango Friday fantastic musical accompaniment, you all.
That is right. Fandango Friday.
It's here. Okay, y'all. It's time to get nice. Now, I am in Louisiana with 99 bottles. No, actually, I have 20 bottles. Well, it came with 20 bottles originally. 20 bottles, 99 proof. This party bucket from Louisville, Kentucky, and you can see it. You can examine it. It was $7.99. All natural flavors and family-owned company from Polynesian products. So, if y'all want me to showcase your company's website, I'll be glad to do it. I'm not going to do Polynesian products because I've done it so many times. People are going to get tired of looking at it. That's 49 cents a bottle, I might add. Whoops. Can't use this one. This is something James told me, make a stockpile, and when you finish with the 99 brand, then you can still use the party bucket as your grab bag. He said it would be more interesting, and I agree with that. But this is one coming up.
Taka. Huh. Granny Smith.
Let's see what we get here. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, black cherry.
What? You won't believe what I got.
We got the north, the south, and the west. We've got Whiskey Scout from Kansas. Hello, Whiskey Scout.
Hey, Whiskey Scout.
Ron, hey guys.
You won't believe what I got, Jay. You ain't
Now,
gonna believe it.
so I'm not going to put, like I said, I'm not going to put my website because
we might have an issue here. Jean-Pierre has something that he wants to tell you.
I think I might have to say. Let me just say, It's the same thing doing black cherry, but go on, my friend.
I mean, what difference does that make?
Yeah. Well, it is the Jim Beam Red Stag Black Cherry.
Oh,
I'm having tonight. Yep. And let me just say, I had this. As you see, I took a sip of this, and let me just say, I was a little bit about this, but
a little bit about it. Okay. Yeah. James is gonna tell us what he's doing.
All right. I just want to give a salute to all the crawdad mounds that are going to crumble because, well, maybe not. I have might go strong in autumn. Okay, I got the bucket with the double blueies in it, and I got the Sambuca.
Oh yes, I had that one time, man. That was some tough stuff.
Yep, I got that. Sambuca. I couldn't find a website, but I did find a good explanation of what's in it. I looked like 3 pages of it. You know, a lot of companies name their business after Sambuca. Sambuca this, Sambuca that. You know, all different enterprises. But and then liquor stores itself.
I'm sorry. If he had a child, if he had a child who was a male, would the child be the son of Sambuca?
The son of Sambuca, but David Berkowitz. I think the best name for a girl would be Polyester. Middle name Esther. Polyester. What do you think?
Yeah. So if you get another one, if you get one that's following the Sambuca, it'll be the son of Sambuca, and it'll probably be part of a much bigger organization, but it'll take the fall for all the other people that it didn't want to rat out. All right, now,
well, New York City had someone called the Dart Man many years ago. He had a blowgun, and he used to shoot women in the.
That was back. I remember that case. That was back in the early '90s.
In the buttocks. I mean, the Gluteus Maximus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New York City at the time, man, it was rough. Very rough in the early '90s.
Anytime I went to New York City, I never did get to meet up with the guy from the subway from 1984.
Bernard Getz.
Yeah, I never got to meet Bernard Getz. Okay.
He's a hero. He's a vigilante like
Subway vigilante. Charles Bronson.
Yeah, Death Wish. Remember? They killed his wife and daughter.
Bernard Getz. If Bernard Getz is watching, you can join, please. But you got to have a liqueur. Okay.
Vigilante Bernard Getz is our hero.
Leave your 38 special at the house, though. All right. Tonight I went ahead and broke down and got the hot damn 100 proof.
Kuiper.
I knew you could get it. After we talked about it last time I was on, I was at the liquor store and I asked him, he said, what you want, half pint or pint? And I said, oh, well, I'll take a half pint. I like it. And they'll go in the freezer. And that's why it's kind of white and crusty right now. I had it in the freezer and it's starting to sweat a little bit. And then the sweat's starting to freeze on the outside. But anyway, that's what I brought to the.
That's the Schnapps company, right?
Yeah, it's cinnamon schnapps, de Kuiper. God, I can't even say it. De Kuiper. Anyway,
well, maybe it's giving you the creeps. All right.
Could be.
All right.
Is that like the statue that cries in the Russian Orthodox Church? You know, the icons. They tears come out, and that's a divine sign, right? Just the Kuiper is.
No, it's only divine because it's been in the freezer.
Oh, okay.
If you want to read about something really interesting, read about the Eastern Orthodox Holy Fire on Easter Sunday.
Now, I do want to say something toward the Sambuca. When I was over in Germany, we had Sambuca and we had Ouzo. We drank a lot of the Ouzo. And the Ouzo would have little white flakes in it, and they used to say that was opium in it. But I don't know if that ever was. But anyway, the Sambuca didn't have that. But they both have the same flavor profile.
It's the Greek version of Sambuca. Ouzo.
Yeah, and I can tell you that if you drink half a bottle of it, what will happen to you the next morning in the toilet is enlightening.
Oh,
you won't do it again. I guarantee it.
Was it ever real quick? I'm sorry, Robert. Real quick, wasn't it like a darker version of Sambuca, right? Or
no, Ouzo is clear, just like Sambuca.
Okay.
It's real clear. It just had a little white.
I only had it one time, and I couldn't. It was rough for me, man.
It is good. You've got to like that flavor profile. That's for sure.
Clear liquor and me just don't work. For whatever reason. Sorry, no gin martini for me. I had it one time, but it was just one. I had an okay experience. But if I had two,
that looks good. Ronald Terrio, that looks good. Chicken and andouille sauce gumbo with rice. Ooh.
And I can guarantee you that it was good. Let me tell you, boy. And then
it's a hearty bowl.
And then I had that good dessert after. I had that good almond cake that she made by scratch.
Was that the one with the little baby inside?
No, that's the king cake. You're thinking
That's king. Yeah, that's a Mardi Gras thing.
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah, it's for carnival season from Epiphany to Fat Tuesday. So yeah, we're not anywhere close to that. All right, now I'm gonna update the comments, y'all. Don't worry, I'm gonna update the comments. But I'm gonna do my little thing now. If I can get the thing to drag.
There we go.
Okay. First of all, before I start doing my showcase, like I said, I'm not going to show the website. I want to give a shout out to this company and this family in particular, the Taira family, and they're from Hilo, Hawaii. I found out this week that this company donated like tens of thousands of these cases of King's Hawaiian bread from their family bakery. They started in Hawaii in 1950, and they donated these packets to give away to people in my parish. We don't have counties, we have parishes.
That's nice.
And they just said, let the people have. So I took two, and so they've been giving these out to anyone who is grocery shopping, and King's Hawaiian dinner rolls. So that was very nice of the company.
Warm. The rolls are very good, nice and warm. A little bit of butter, man, they are delicious.
Yeah. When I had that gumbo yesterday, and I put some of that soft butter on there, I put the butter on the windowsill when it got soft, and I put it on the yummy. All right, now, so thank you, King's Hawaiian. All right, so we got the 99 black cherry, and this company, they like to brag that they only use natural flavor, no artificial flavor. No coloring added, so they're all clear. It's obviously vodka, probably Taka 100 proof. I would guess Taka 100 proof. And then when they add in the flavor and it drops it to 99, it makes sense. It kind of smells and tastes like Taka in an overall sense. Okay, so you can see it's clear. It looks like silver. Silver. Okay. It smells like does it smell like black cherry? I guess it does. You know, really, my grandfather used to have cherry trees on his property in Baton Rouge, and the trees are still there. I don't think anybody's picking the cherries. I don't know how he got all these cherries out the tree. He must have had some kind of thing that shook the tree, you know, like, these little bitty tiny black cherries, and he would put them in this container and put sugar and vodka in it and seal it down and store it for like 6 months. And he made something he called cherry bounce. And, you know, this smells kind of like cherry bounce. And it smells a little bit like the Kiafa that you can get from Finland and Poland. Kiafa, the cherry wine. So cheers. I've never had this in my life. I've never had it in my life. I mean... It like literally tastes like black cherries. It tastes a lot like that cherry bounce. I don't know what his proof was on the cherry bounce. He wasn't exactly doing it in a scientific method. But I know a number of people that would drink it and they got bounced. I know that much. Another thing my grandfather used to do, he made his own homemade hogshead cheese.
Hogshead cheese.
He would make the hogshead cheese every fall, like around October, November. I mean, I'm telling you, you could not top it. And people would come all around Baton Rouge to not buy it, but they would just, you know, he'd give it to them. You could have some, and it was great.
I missed the hogshead cheese from the Polish provision market that I used to go to. You know, they made it fresh. You know, like with everything else, smoked sausage, kielbasa, etc. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, when I was I bet it was good. I'd like to try the Polish version. And when I was at Mathern's today, someone told me that there's an entire pig in this cooler. I said, what do you mean there's a pig in the cooler? There's an entire pig in the cooler, like in a shopping basket. Apparently somebody ordered an entire pig to they're probably going to have a condelé. So I went to a cochon de lait one time. It was pretty good. So you have to look that up. All right. So this is really dynamite, and I want to give cheers to Polynesian Products, meaning Sazerac. Of course, it's a division of Sazerac in Louisville, Kentucky. It's really nice. If you drink one little 50 milliliter bottle, you'd be in good shape. If you drank too much, you'd be in really bad shape. Do not drink something like this, which is basically a black cherry schnapps. Do not take like a blackberry schnapps, which is super sugary, and try to party with it, because you are going to have a very bad retribution toward yourself. I do believe this. And many of those schnapps you get from Germany are like 35% alcohol. This is 45 and a half. This is not a game, people. All right. Now, Jean-Pierre, I'm going to try to do the screen share and do the website if you want me to right now. I'll
Okay.
brought it up.
Okay. I'm drinking the red. Okay. Jim Beam's Black Cherry, the Red Stack. Jim Beam's Red Stack, the Black Cherry. It's 70 proof, and I'm looking at the miniature bottles where I bought this at the package store. It was like $1. It's 35% ABV, 70 proof, as I mentioned. And for whatever the reason, I don't know why I got this, but for some odd reason, this is tasting like I'm drinking cough medicine. I don't know what it is.
Well,
yeah, I'm sorry. It's just like I've been.
Isn't most cough medicine made to taste like cherry something?
Yeah, and like I said, I was trying to find something within a dark liquor that was very flavorful. I've already done this. Anything that was cinnamon and fire. I did the JD fire last week or whatever it was. I did the incinerator. Of course, I bought the Fireball maybe one time during this here. I've had the Jim Beam Apple. I said, okay, it got to be something dark liquor that has some flavor to it. So I said, all right, let me try the Black Cherry. I picked it up. And the first night I came home, I had one. I'm like, this is a little bit rough for me. But, 1%, I will never buy this product again. Cheapskate. Good point.
But then look at that. But then here's another review that's saying it's smoking. And
it wasn't.
Now, read Jean-Pierre. Read what the Jim Beam Company says about the product. Read that.
Red Stack by Jim Beam is wildly delicious combination of black cherry liqueur infused with Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. As one of the pioneers of flavored bourbon, it blazed, if I'm correct, or what?
Yeah, it blazed
uncharted paths to become known and loved for its balance of soft, dark cherry aroma, backed by traditional bourbon oakness. But through it all, it never lost its wild, inventive roots. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, for me, it's inventive. It went wild, but it's. I would say I would chase this with something with this, and the first thing comes to mind is a cherry Coke. Something cherry soda, whatever. This will be chased. I don't know, be great, by itself. So I had it in the freezer since Wednesday when I bought this. And I'm just, like I said, I was like, this is interesting. So, I should have gotten the apple, but I've done all the apples. I've done the Jim Beam apple. I haven't done the JD apple. I know Evan Williams does an apple. I should have brought that with me, but
well, I mean, it's not like Friday. It's not like they're going to outlaw Friday anytime soon, so you can do it another time.
Right. So the oakness is there. You taste the trip black cherry. This is something that I would not drink by itself. I would chase this with something. Again, a ginger ale, maybe like I said, Coca-Cola, something would be good with this. Mix it together. But not by itself. So flavorful indeed. But
just wait.
Maybe if I drink 5 of these, I might go to sleep. Say it again, Jay.
I said, wait on the score. I'm gonna
wait on my score. Like I said, just maybe drink a couple of these. Make you feel. Might put you to sleep. And hey, wow, that was good medicine. Yeah, it was good medicine. So sweat the cold away.
You'll love. Some people's love is like bad medicine, but bad medicine is what I need. Okay, what now?
John, what was the ABV on that?
35%.
35? Okay. Just curious.
70 proof. Yeah. So it makes good stuff, but not this one for me. But I'll give a score coming up.
All right. Hey,
I'm drinking my old Milwaukee. Maybe I infuse it with some old Milwaukee Easy Rider. Maybe that might make it work.
Oh.
It went good with my pizza. Yeah, it went good with my pizza tonight. So
probably won't work, but all right. Now here is James P. Madonna. If I can get it to drag over there. Damnation.
The real drag trying to get that to work. You drag it over. Bad medicine.
I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do. StreamYard is becoming more like problematic yard,
Damn right. I want to talk later about Holy Fire. It's not Holy Fire Batman either. Okay, I'm going to read something here. Sambuca is made from a distillate of star anise or green anise. I know that's very aromatic, star anise. Anise is always the main ingredient in the liquor. The liqueur also must meet minimum sugar, 350 I guess grams per liter, something like that. Alcohol is 38% ABV, and anistole, which is anise aroma content requirements. I didn't think you really need to add any more extra aroma, but maybe they wanted your nostrils to get a blast. So.
Is this from Romana?
Yeah.
Okay, Romana.
Yeah, I really could not find a home base for the company.
Well, I'm about to give you some good news.
Yeah, star anise is extremely pleasant as a spice. All right. Oh, it definitely smells like star anise, without a doubt. I think if you had look at that. I think if you had a scratchy throat on a damp, cold, rainy day, this would be good. That is tasty as hell.
Now here's the website I brought up. It's owned by Sazerac, or at least Sazerac handles its importation.
Okay.
It's a tradition. Okay, you could read this, James.
It's a tradition that's been around for centuries, and you can make it yours. Add 3 coffee beans to a shot of Romana Sambuca and toast to health and happiness. Well, I've seen bartenders light the glass with the coffee beans in it. It definitely has a really strong, aside from the aroma, the flavor of star anise, which is very similar to licorice, but much better. And here they got different varieties. Romana Black, Romana Cafe. Oh, that's interesting. That'll be good in a real hot espresso coffee. What's that? A spice latte, coconut white Russian. Yeah, this is really, and what did I say? It was 38% alcohol by volume. This is
42% apparently.
42? Okay. Huh. Now the black compared to the cafe. Oh, okay. It's espresso flavored versus
Dark coffee.
It doesn't really, yeah, the black doesn't really tell you what else is in there, but it's pretty potent, and it's not overly sweet in my opinion. You know, like I like Frangelico, which is hazelnut. I don't like amaretto; it's too sweet. But I like this flavor-wise. I like this even better than the Jägermeister. And it's ice cold. I had it in the freezer prior to the show, but really good. Star Anise.
Apparently, this has been around for a long time.
Yeah, centuries. I saw sparks flying out of Jean-Pierre's stogie. Is that the same one you had last time?
Nope.
Different one?
Not the same one.
Excellent. Outstanding. All I can say about it is it makes your throat feel real nice, opens up your nasal passages, and it's if you like Star Anise or anything that's licorice like, you'll love this. For people that haven't had it. Hey, Jason.
That's a fair. Hello, Jason. I like what you've got on your avatar. You don't have a capon.
No, you don't have a Cleveland variant or a Cleveland capon or a Cleveland Cavalier. What's that goofy name there? Oh, Guardian. Cleveland Guard, whatever.
I am so ready for the baseball playoffs. Cannot wait Monday or Tuesday, whenever they start.
I watched the game against Toronto where the Yankees hit like three consecutive home runs. Like it was Aaron Judge. It was Rizzo. Guy named Rizzo. Oh, he hit a home run. Giancarlo Stanton.
Thought he did. Mike Stanton. I call him Mike Stanton because that's what he called himself when he first got started.
Yeah, Miami Marlins.
Yeah, when he got started, his name was Mike Stanton. Then he got famous and he said, "Oh no, my name is Giancarlo." I said, "Well, I'm going to call you Mike."
I'll call you Mike for short. Yeah, it's like
he wants to accept his roots, I guess. I don't know, whatever. So,
well, I have a lot of subs now. I have over 14,000 subscribers. You know what? I demand that y'all start calling me Mohammed Terrio.
No, can I call you? Can I call you?
What about
Andouille
Terrio?
Andouille Terry? Andouille Louis? Andouille Louis.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm a compromiser. If that's Andouille Louis, if that's too that's too extreme. Okay, well I'll compromise. You can call me Ronald X.
Okay. How about Ward Terrio? You know, Ward Cleaver.
Ward Cleaver.
Ronald X.
Say it again.
It only took them 3 years to get it right this time for the Red Book. They finally got me in here with the right address. I stayed in Marion even after I'd been gone from Marion almost 4 years. I'm going to cover up my phone number because I don't want you calling me. They finally got me in. Oh, you can't see it. There you go, Robert D.
I'm going to call you Robert.
And that would be under geologist. Finally. And then I've moved. So is it going to be another 4 years before they get it right again?
Well, that's right. If you see pink tourmaline, grab it.
Yeah. Pink tourmaline. You won't find that in Kansas anywhere.
Or what's the other one that's going to be precious stone someday? Tanzanite from Tanzania.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I guarantee I'm not from Tanzania, and I don't. have any planned trips anytime in the near future for that one.
No, I don't want no tsetse flies biting.
No. All right. It's kind of got it pours thick. Of course, you expect that from a liqueur. It's not as thick probably as that last stuff, though. But it looks in the camera makes it look less pink. In real life.
Wait a second. Which one is this?
This is the 100 proof hot damn Decooper.
Okay.
Hot damn.
I like the glass, man. The glass is awesome. That's a little short, but that's a cool looking glass.
Yeah, you got it. Same place I got the shirt at last fall. When you go through, no, can't think of the name of the town in North freaking Texas. Anyway, not Gainesville, but that's what's coming to mind. But it's right there at the dam of Lake Texoma.
Wichita Falls.
No, that's further west. If you go to you'll cross below the dam at I think it's not Denton. I can't think of it, but anyway, it's right there at the dam. After you cross below the dam, Texoma Dam, you go about another 5-6 miles south, and the distillery is actually on the east-hand side of the highway there. But anyway, it's Iron Root Republic's the name of it. But you got the shirt and one of the little glasses. But anyway, more in real life, if you're looking at this, even at the wall, it has sort of a reddish pinkish tinge to it, and it doesn't really come across in the camera that way at all. So anyway, definitely get the cinnamon as we would expect, but there is a little more of an alcohol content in this one than you will find in the regular one, and you do get a little bit of alcohol tinge on the nose. But it's really cold out. It's 50 proof, 50%, 100 proof.
Okay.
So I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, it's 50% alcohol by volume, 100 proof. Don't really show up too well in the camera there. But they also make one that is 15% or 30 proof, something like that. This is the higher proof version.
That's pretty good. I mean, I like cinnamon, and is this better than the other ones? Like I said, I mentioned the Tennessee Fire, or the
right. This one I've had more experience with than a lot of the other ones. I've probably drank this since, I don't know, right after I got out of the Army. I mean, we always have a half a pint or a pint in the fridge for the wintertime, and that's all I have it in. And after winter's done, I'm done with it. I don't never drink very much of it. It's just when you're on a cold day or something, you come in, maybe you've been shoveling snow or something, just that much, it'll warm you right on up.
Oh, yeah. Cinnamon?
Hey, Robert, look at this. Do you see the website?
Yeah.
And look what they say. Hot cinnamon starts any night off with a bang.
Yeah.
And then they're showing the recipes. They got beginner and intermediate recipes. So if you're a beginner, you can do the flame and spice or the atomic bourbon shot. And if you're an intermediate cocktail drinker, you can drink the apple pie.
Hey,
never had any of that, so I couldn't say nothing. Fire and frost. Yeah, I don't.
Is it better to drink warm or cold?
Cold.
Okay.
It's best coming out of the freezer. I mean, It kind of suppresses a little bit of that alcohol sensation you get.
Good. Yeah.
Anyway, cheers, guys.
That's what I prefer. I mean, the cinnamon ones, I tend to prefer drinking. The apples are okay, but like I said, the cinnamon, the Fireball I've had a lot of times, even with a cigar. I've been put in a very happy place, and of course, I am home doing that. So, pay attention.
She provides you up front. That's all cinnamon burst. It provides you with that tingly tongue you get with alcohol too. You're noticing the alcohol, but to me, it's not in a bad way. It's not like drinking high proof moonshine, and you don't get none of the corn. I don't know what they're using as their distillate they're adding to it, but you're not getting any corn. I'm not noticing any corn flavors or rye coming off of it. So, just a heavy distilled alcohol.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
sorry.
buying a lot of cinnamon.
Look what it says here.
Ingredients fusion of the Kryper products are delivered directly from botanical sources. This allows us to provide a broad selection of flavor. I can't
Profiles.
profiles.
It says natural flavors.
Yep.
Botanical sources, and so they're emphasizing that they use natural flavoring and it comes from botanicals.
Well,
and,
it does say on the very back, it says contains certified color caramel color added. So it's certified, whatever that's supposed to mean.
I know what it means. I know what it means.
No high fructose corn syrup. Highest quality with no high fructose corn syrup in it. So that's a bonus in my book too. I don't like that. I just too many bad things of associated with high fructose corn syrup.
Cinnamon is one of the most medicinal of all spices and herbs in general. It's like the second strongest antioxidant, second to cloves. It's really great for a cold, like you said.
It smells good. It gives you that cinnamon burst you expect. And it's all cinnamon. There's not anything really going on other than the cinnamon. But if you like cinnamon, this is one of those things. If you like cinnamon, there's enough sweetness backing all this because it is a liqueur, so it does have sugar added, undoubtedly. So it does kind of balance the spiciness of the cinnamon with the sugar, and it creates a balance. You're not getting you're getting almost a treat. You know what I mean? A sugar treat, but it's still not overtly sugared. And the alcohol kind of keeps it from coming across like that as well. Because Fireball, sometimes it can become, the sugar in it sort of overwhelms the palate and it becomes a little sickly tasting. I mean, I don't know how, that's not the word I'm looking for. But it becomes too sugary. I can't think of the word that I'm looking for. But anyway, this does not have that problem. That's why I've always enjoyed this. So anyway, but we mentioned it, 2 weeks ago, I think it was. Then last Friday, I was gone, but I couldn't make the show because me and the wife went out to eat that night. But on the way home, I thought, well, I want to get some of that while I'm thinking of it for this week's show. So that's how I came about it. So anyway, cheers, everybody. I'm enjoying this.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. I think what you were trying to say is that the Fireball can be too sweet.
Nauseatingly sweet.
There's a word for that, though.
Cloying.
When something's overwhelmingly sweet, and I just can't.
Cloying.
Yeah, cloying. Yes, that was the word I was looking for. So, but anyway,
want to puke.
This is not that. Not for me.
With toe cheese.
In fact, we're going to go ahead and pour a little bit more, and I'm going to sip on a little bit more, and you can start around, and we'll talk about scores here in a little bit.
I'm Dewey Louie.
What's the weather like up there, Robert? What's the weather like right now?
It just changed. We got rain yesterday. 2 days ago, we finally dropped out of the 90s, and we're now in the 70s. High 70s, low 80s. Oh, hey, my daughter's here.
Yeah.
What you doing, baby?
Just wanted to come in and give you a hug.
Congratulations, by the way. I know she got married. Congratulations.
Yep.
Thank you.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Kenzie's bachelorette party.
Oh, okay.
Because her wedding's next week.
Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Oh, I wouldn't, Dad. I'm not driving.
Love you too. Okay, she's going to the bachelorette.
Yeah, most of those things are usually good. Like I said, I'm going to be drinking a lot of these things, these dark rums, and around the winter time, whenever it gets cold here in Georgia. But when I know I'm going up there for Thanksgiving, I'm definitely going to get me a bottle and definitely going to sip on it. My dad will be asking, "Hey, son, what are you drinking?" Just nothing, Pop. You know, I'm only going to be up there for about a week, so, my brother going to be probably sharing it, because he's coming up there with me for Thanksgiving. So the week that we're up there, but so.
One time.
William Burke makes a good statement. This would be good in horchata. I would think that if you mixed a little bit of this in with it, if that's what he's referring to, I could see. I like horchata. If you put a little bit more of this in there, I could see it really amplifying the flavors a little bit. Might be really good. So I don't know. I've never tried it. I have had horchata and I've had this. So horchata, however you say that. But anyway, I'll leave it alone.
Yeah. One time I went to a bachelor party. I was hosting it really. But we played Risk. And that was fun, and I won. And that was a major war. And I teamed up. Yeah, and I teamed up with somebody, and then I turned on him and I destroyed him. But if I went to a bachelor party, the main thing would be to watch. Say, hey, we're at a bachelor party. Let's watch The French Connection because this is the 50th anniversary of The French Connection.
Popeye Doyle, Gene Hackman, yes, sir. Great movie.
You have a different version of a bachelor party than I do.
Yeah,
just leave it at that.
I would want to do that because I would want to see that. I want to watch that scene again where they have that Lincoln Continental and they can't figure out why the weight doesn't match up with the specs. And then he said, whoa. All right. Anyway, he was, I didn't check the rocker panels. He's like, well, hell, what is a rocker panel? You know, what is a rocker panel? All right. Anyway,
Roy Schneider in the movie too. Great film. Great film.
Yeah, Roy Schreider was looking through the specs and he's like, wait a minute, when this car came in, it was this weight. But the booklet, the owner's manual says to be this weight, so like 100-pound discrepancy, you know. All right. Anyway, 50 years ago, can you believe it? 50 years. All right, now let's get serious. You can't get too serious on Fandango Friday. It wouldn't be Fandango-ish. Look,
let's get serious.
I'm gonna support it. Yeah, that's what Newton John said. Anyway, hold on. Let me tell the cat to be. All right. Well, I'm doing a Fandango Friday, so you gotta wait. I hear you. Okay.
Wow.
All right. Anyway,
somebody
pesky cat
always disturb him when he's going live.
The cat.
Oh, it was the cat. Oh,
the tabby cat, the orange tabby cat, is crying because the cat wants me to sit outside with it all day long. It only demands that I sit out with it 24 hours a day at all times, but I can't do that. All right. Now, and if I don't sit out there on the porch with it, it gets very irritated. I really like this. This black cherry is really good. But like 50 milliliters is more than enough. I would not do stupid things and drink more than that. You get a strong black cherry component. It does not taste like cough medicine. It tastes like literal black cherry pulp. Now, are they using actual black cherry pulp for their natural flavoring? Well, you know, I don't know what they're using. All right. But anyway, I'm going to give it a 95 out of 100. And for 49 cents a bottle, I cannot complain. And now we're going to go to Jean, and I have a feeling it's not going to be anywhere close to a 95.
No, it's not going to be a 95, unfortunately. Like I said, drinking this by itself, this this liqueur, as you see, the Jim Beam Red Stag, black cherry flavor. The regular Red Stag is pretty good. Black cherry, I would say, folks, again, as I mentioned, told everybody on the panel, just chase it with something. Ginger ale, cherry Coke, or regular Coke will probably be the best thing to do it with. This is not something to drink by itself. There's certain things you say, yeah, this is perfect. I'll leave it alone. Don't chase it. You could. There's liquors that you could chase with and just leave by itself, and there are ones that you say, yeah, you gotta add something to it. So, and this is one of them. Add a Coca-Cola or ginger ale or whatever Sprite to this one. So my score is going to be an 80 on this one. So it's not a bad score, but it's not up,
A minus.
Yeah. So this is an 80. I could have said 79, but yeah, this is going to be an 80 for me. So, oh well, guys.
And absolutely do not let it get warm, right?
No, cold, folks. Cold, cold, cold.
Oh, we got it.
okay. Jean-Pierre, during promo, tell us about your experience at the Tequila Festival.
Yes.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yes. It should
Very
be
lovely.
interesting.
It was a great.
All right. By the way, Ronald Tirio, Sambuca doesn't have an H in it. You made it sound Slavic. Sambuca. Yeah. But anyway, I don't mean to be picky-uni here. But anyway, I'm going to give this only because it's not complex. It only consists of one natural substance. And that's the only reason why I'm giving it a 98% out of 100. It's an outstanding product, but some of the other liqueurs are complex. They have many lovely ingredients. They're very sophisticated. Not that this is not sophisticated. I enjoy it very much, especially if you have some really good quality dark roast or espresso coffee. So, but 98% out of 100 is good. What's for dinner tonight? I got 98. Yeah, 98. I got 3 huge hot and spicy habanero sauced beef quesadillas that I made. They're sitting there waiting for me with a ton of Mexican cheese and black Angus grass-fed beef.
Now, if you saw the Sambuca Black and the Sambuca Cafe, would you be interested in trying those?
If I see the airline bottles, sure.
Right. And I don't mean you're gonna buy a full size bottle. No.
I think and unfortunately, the liquor store managers here, you can't tell them anything because they're all, they got an ego. They would be wise to sell many individual bottles of craft beer, stout, IPAs, what have you, because the whole concept of the sample is good for sales. Because you don't want to get stuck with something you don't like. Like what if somebody said what if somebody told Jean-Pierre, you got to get that Jim Beam, that black cherry. It'll knock your socks off. It's the best. And meanwhile, the person could be a real imbecile telling him to buy it. Then he goes and buys a big bottle of it and says, that bastard recommended this crap, and he's stuck with a big bottle. Right? I mean, but with this, you can't go wrong. All
right. Something I forgot to mention with this. Produced by John DeKuyper and Sons, Frankfurt, Claremont, Kentucky, USA, under license from Kuyper Royal Distillers, Schiedam, the Netherlands. I may have that wrong, but it's Schiedam. So Schiedam, that's how I would pronounce it. And it's in the Netherlands. So it is made in Kentucky, but it's licensed from De Kuyper out of the Netherlands. I wanted to mention that. Okay, now, when I think of this on the score-wise, since this is liqueurs as a whole, I think I would have to give it, because it's one-dimensional. But most cinnamon schnapps is one-dimensional. You don't find it's all the ones I've ever had, Aftershock, even Fireball, they all tend to be all one-dimensional in their flavor profile. So as far as a liqueur score, that keeps that at 95, which is a high score. But if I want to eclipse that 95 mark, we'll discuss it more on a future one, but something with more of a flavor profile to it than this has, or any one-dimensional version. Huh?
More depth.
Yes. Well, more depth of flavor and more flavors. And you're just not going to get it with any of the cinnamon or even peppermint schnapps that I've ever had. They're good, but they're never going to get past that as far as comparative to other liquors. Yes. Now, if you were to compare this strictly to cinnamon schnapps, this is going to be a 99 probably. compared to other cinnamon schnapps in the cinnamon schnapps category to me. But I like the alcohol kick. Other people are not going to like that, and that's going to put them off. But for me, I like it. So, but I'm going to keep the scores of 95 as a whole compared to other liqueurs. So I wanted to say that, kind of emphasize that point. So anyway, that's
fair.
I like the
and that's fair. And I know De Kuyper is a very old brand from the Netherlands, just like Leroux is an old brand from Belgium. And if y'all like history, you could read about De Kuyper and Leroux, and they've been around for a long, long time.
When I bought that last Friday, it was last Friday I bought it. I also bought something I'd never had before either, cachaça. Cachaça is a Brazilian rum, basically. It's made from sugarcane. And I know some rum is made from the molasses, distilled molasses. I don't think that cachaça is, but I don't know. I just know it's a sugarcane product. But, it just tastes like, to me, a white rum. Probably a little less, I don't know. It's a little less on the rummy end of some better white rums I've had. But as far as drinks wise, that's what I did with it. I just made drinks out of it. It's good, but it's the first time I've ever had it. And I just bought it because it's $19 for a liter. And I said, what the hell? I only live once. Got to try it sooner or later.
Right. All right. Now we're going to do the promo part. I would like to try all those things. Y'all know that, but I can't necessarily get those. All right. So now we're going to do the promos. All right. So, as far as promos, let me I do the comments, but we don't need them. Just resting there. Let's see. Sipping a triple. Martin. That sounds good.
Yep.
So anyway, people drink spicy things. They might want like spicy heat and why is this in my video?
When are you gonna do? Hey man, when are you gonna do it, man? When are you gonna do the review? I'm waiting.
If you'll do it, if you'll do one, let me know ahead of time.
I'll do one with the pizza. I'm sorry, Robert. Go ahead.
Oh, you mean wait. You mean to hang out with the Dickel Tabasco?
Yeah, I can do that. I got a couple of little 50s.
Okay, but we'll plan on that.
Not tonight.
No, not tonight. I've got 80% of the bottle left. All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think they make it anymore, but there's a lot of back stock still on the store shelves. I'm curious I'm curious as to who's going to do the next Tabasco collaboration. We had the Southern Comfort, and they passed the baton to Dickel, and I'm wondering who they're going to pass to, because somebody's out there is going to want to do a Tabasco sauce collaboration. I know when you went to international,
that George, that Southern Comfort I bought down there. The hot sauce is way out of date. But what did I pay for that? $2.99? I think it was like $2.99 for the sauce and the $7.50 altogether. International market.
You got this. You got a bottle of the Southern Comfort Tabasco collaboration and a bottle of hot sauce, and it's out of date. But I mean, if the hot sauce going to really be bad out of date?
It was 4 years out of date. That's where a year I'm not worried about. When we start going on to that 3-4 year mark, then I start saying, well, maybe I don't think so.
Just consider it a bonus pack. But did you try it yet? Yeah,
I did try the hot sauce. I can't tell there's a difference other than my own fear, so I threw it away.
Food.
I go buy a new one. I can go buy a new one.
Hey, wait a minute. I used some Louisiana Supreme hot sauce that was 4 years out of date, and it was really good. And it was like no problem. I never got ill. It tasted good. It had a lot of punch to it. It was nice. It's almost like it was curing in the plastic bottle. I know that didn't happen, but anyway, now woo, oh, help me. All right, now taste challenge tomorrow morning at dawn. Get ready. Somebody told me, man, that's kind of extreme doing taste challenges at dawn. I said, well, would you feel better if I did it at noon? Anyway, here is Robert's favorite product, Crown Royal Rye. I got this huge liter bottle for $15.99, which to me is the greatest deal in history of the world, but Robert would have to let them pay him $15.99 to get off their hands. But anyway,
I know it ain't the worst. It is not the worst, I have to admit, but it wasn't.
I know. I watched your video. All right. So anyway, I figured for that price I couldn't go wrong. I did not go wrong. But it's going to go up against a product that I got another great deal on. Not a liter, but a 750. I got another great deal at Walmart, and I told my friend David. He rushed over here from Jefferson Parish. And he told me this on the phone. He said, next time you see that kind of stuff, just buy it. I said, okay, but you got to pay me back. He'll do it. Here's George Dickel Rye from Indiana, but it does not say straight rye, but it is 90 proof. And I got this at Walmart for $12.50. And I think that's a great deal, $12.50.
Did you see my review on that one?
Oh, yes.
It's much different. That's a much better product. I think.
Well, the blind taste test tomorrow is going to show that to be the case or not the case. Now, then moving on real fast, because I got some college football related issues I got to go deal with. I bought this for $8.99, straight bourbon whiskey from Kentucky, $8.99, and I'm going to do taste challenges with it starting Sunday morning. That's the plan, at least. And this is George McKenna.
Henry. Not
Henry.
George.
Sorry, I apologize. Henry McKenna. I work with a guy named George. So I was saying Henry McKenna bourbon whiskey, sour mash. It's kind of bland, but for $8.99, who can complain? I know I won't.
Yeah. No.
And it's not the 10-year small batch. Okay, but that's not going to be $8.99.
No, I've had it. I never did a review on it, but I've had it before. It's not bad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an interesting series, taste challenges. And then, Sunday is Stout Sunday. Monday is Crystal Weissens, which I bet I won't be able to find, but I might. That's on Multi Monday. Then Wednesday is a beer from your state. So if you can find any beer from your state.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, New Jersey or Kansas or Georgia, bring it and we'll look at it. So that's pretty much all I've got to say. And now Jean might have some promo. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Y'all hear me now. I had it on mute. Okay. I was talking to someone just now. Anyway, I have a bunch of beers to promote, but I'm not going to bring them out right now. So stay tuned watching the channel. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the Brooklyn Oktoberfest. I uploaded on my channel. I have a couple other beers. Well, actually, one beer I'm going to get right now that Jay, by the way, that thing I showed you last night during the beers in your state, that was a misprint because when I looked at it very closely, it was the gray can. The gray part kind of covered it. The a little portion of the 6, it was a 5% ABV of Steel Reserve. It was really the 6%. So,
okay.
Yes. And Ronnie Simpson was telling me, "Hey, go with it." I said, No. I thought about it, but no. The people, I'm sure the people from Miller will be, people, all the beer companies watch all the videos of every person who does a beer review. I'm sure. So,
right,
I'm
and
sure
we
they
don't
got
want to
some
find
live
out.
questions.
We don't want to find out that they found you out by the dumpsters.
Not a good place to be. Been there.
Yes, the dozen say, "Hey, I've seen this guy. It may not be him, but he looks just like him." But yeah. But anyway, I got this beer I'm going to review from Pontoon Brewing Company called the Quad Stack. Which is, I was asking somebody, it's called a Belgian Quad with maple syrup, vanilla, and lactose. So,
Can I see the can again?
okay.
Because I believe I have seen that.
Yeah. Pontoon Brewing, based in Sandy Springs, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah. The brewery's based in Sandy Springs, Georgia. So,
John might have sent me a can. That might have been what it was.
yeah. So, John and Neely, right?
Yep.
So I'll be sampling this, and I still got the Riga, excuse me, to review. And
right here.
Say it again.
Right here.
Right here. So I got the Rahia to review, and still got the Samuel Smith. I bought another bottle of that, and their Imperial Stout. And let's see what else I got. I think a few others there in the closet right now. I can't think of it right now. So yeah, so those are the two. Definitely be doing this one. So stay tuned. Watch my channel. This weekend I'll probably be doing maybe one review. I'm just gonna try to take it easy and relax and
Tequila.
Yeah, I might go to Trader Joe's.
Tequila Festival.
that was last weekend, James, and that was a great time. And you saw my picture posted on Facebook. It was a lot of fun.
Did your eating strategy work out for you?
It balanced out. Yes, they had a lot of samples of different foods. I was eating that and drinking tequila, and then on my way, stopped at Costco, did some grocery shopping, and then came home. So
okay, you got home safe and sound and everything. Good. Well, obviously you're here, safe and sound. Good morning, Masumi.
tequila in Costco.
Outside of Tokyo, Japan. Good morning, Masumi. Anyway, before I only have one promo, so I wanted to mention Holy Fire.
Okay.
Exorcists. If there is a cursed object, a doll, or any item that's cursed or possessed and proven to be so, you cannot just burn it, because the spiritual entity has to transfer from the object somewhere else. It has to go somewhere else. So they do. The priest does a series of special prayers as he's burning the cursed object, so the spirit can go where it belongs. Whether it's whether it's a bad spirit, an evil spirit, or whatever, or a spirit that hasn't moved on to the other side. So that's Holy Fire.
Now, when they go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem, they have the Holy Fire on Easter Sunday, and they grab it with their hands. It doesn't burn them.
Really?
Yeah, you never seen those videos? You never seen the videos where they got the Holy Fire and it goes from?
I know the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is sort of managed by Greek Orthodox priests.
Right.
And especially the area where Christ was supposedly crucified.
Yeah.
They have it. But anyway, and they claim to have shards of the actual wood from the crucifix. Right. Anyway, Holy Fire is like, in other words, you amateurs out there that just burn something, it's only going to go from, let's say it's a doll that you see move and you find scratches on your body and you think is a bad spirit. It's only going to move somewhere else to another object in your home. So you have to be rid of it. The priest says these prayers, and it's holy fire. So that's what it is. But anyway, I have a show coming up Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. It's called Keto Kings Beer and Barbecue Banter with BC Beer Reviews of Michigan. And he's going to be doing the big racks of spare ribs, pork spare ribs, not the baby backs, the Fred Flintstone, Brontosaurus rib racks, the bigger ones. So he's going to be smoke barbecuing them. And then, anybody could bring the beer of choice.
I might join like I did a couple of weeks ago, but I'll probably be watching the New Orleans Saints football games. So.
Yeah. Well, we discuss food, not, we discuss, sometimes we get into alpha male red pill talk, male activism.
No
yeah,
politics.
we talk. No, not politics. We get into consumer advocate, Chisler's Hall of Shame. Like if somebody got screwed over by a company, like an infomercial product that I took a chance on because it was only a $20 electric razor that fell apart when I got it and stopped cutting after 2 weeks. I'm going to be talking about that. As well as other consumer ripoffs that's going on, misinformation. So, I decided to consolidate those two into the show with BC because BC is a gentleman. He's not like the shows I've been doing on Saturday that I stopped doing because the people try to dominate my show and don't give me a chance to say one word. They're like they don't stop.
Don't know how to take turns.
No, they don't believe in taking turns. So I says, I got a solution. You and Gary Owens, all the same. I said, I got a solution. Do your own show, go solo, and then nobody could share your spotlight. You could talk all you want. There's a solution.
Gary Owens, sock it to me, Gary Owens, or that's
no,
laughing. Okay,
no, somebody else. Not the laughing Gary Owens. No, that's another drama.
No laugh.
Hey, I'm just making fun of something. Yeah, I'm just having a little.
Yeah, I know Gary Owens from Laughing. They want to go.
Gary Owens from California.
No laughing. James is talking about a no laughing situation. All right, now, Whiskey Scout, do you have any promos?
No, but I can whistle Gary Owen because I was in the 7th Cav. We had this march and whistle it, believe it or not. Yeah. Anyway, I'm still working on trying to get my stuff sorted out. What I do most of my editing on is still that computer still in boxes in the basement. And I've been slowly unpacking boxes over the last few days. And so hopefully I will get to where I can start making videos again, but that's not going to be any time within the next week or two. But that's my goal. I mean, I got to start putting more effort into it, but I was so sick for so long that even drinking, I didn't even want to drink. I didn't care about it. Nothing meant nothing until I got better, and I'm starting to get better now. So now's the time to start organizing more stuff. My basement's just a complete and utter mess. My kids moved us, and they did the best they could, but they just piled it all in boxes and then piled it in the basement, and there's no telling what's from box to box. Sometimes it's rather entertaining. You can have something out of one room and something out of a totally another room, and it's just like It's like a grab bag box. What do we got now?
Right.
Anyway, but I'm not complaining. Don't confuse that. I'm not complaining because it had to get moved, and I was too ill
Right.
to.
I'm just sorry. I'm sorry you got sick. You know.
Oh, that's nobody. I got the bill for it, and the insurance ain't paid yet. But 13 days in the hospital was $196,000. So
Holy shit!
that's more than I paid for my house. Almost. Well, no, it was.
Wow.
By about 2,000.
Oh, you use a black Sharpie on the boxes in the basement, right? You know, kind of like write down.
Well, no, we'll see what the insurance does. Insurance should cover most of it. That's why I pay. That's why we pay all the insurance stuff. So
Yeah, so your premiums are like it's kind of like Ronald, you got the call from the claims examiner, right? From
Yeah.
from Allstate.
Yeah.
Put your money in our hands.
yeah.
Okay, good.
You got hands with Allstate?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, and now my problem now is getting these contractors to come out and do the job that they claim they're going to do. Now I got to do it.
Yeah. That'll be an
They don't
adventure
want-
too.
Yeah, because they're all coming around.
Nationwide is on your side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
Nation on your fam. Now what they're doing, these contractors are going around and they're trying to find the choice, the best job. Like they want to find the most expensive job to do. So what they do is they might talk to 50 different people in a day and they'll say, oh yeah, I'm going to come out there. But then they'll go through like a pyramid. Oh, that's the biggest job. I'm going to do that whole house. So if you just have a front porch roof that needs to be repaired, that would take 2 hours. Oh no, they're not going to come do that for $1,000. They can get 7,000 that they overcharge by 2,000 for somebody else's. You know, so it's a sham. You know, it's a scam. But anyway, James is going to do a musical accompaniment and any other comments to close us out.
You know what's a horrible scam? One Christmas, I received a gift card from my my sister-in-law. Remington foil electric razors are great. The Norelco rotary, it irritates me because you got to go in circles. You got to grind around. Yeah,
My hair grows fast, as you can see. Yeah. Last week I didn't have now my beard's growing, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah. The gift card had an expiration date. Now a gift card is supposed to represent the amount of money that the buyer put into it. It's a gift card, right? If it's a $50 gift card, it shouldn't have an expiration date. Well, in the back, in fine print, this retail chain had an expiration date, which to me is a scam because when it expires, and many of them I'm sure do, the $50 goes in their pocket and it's lost. Anyway. Now I'm talking about products like infomercial, like Flex Seal. By the way, it doesn't work underwater. I tested it. You know, when the guy goes, it works underwater, and he whacks the tape.
I always wondered that.
No, it doesn't work underwater. Fandangly as Fandangly gets. Arr! Please expedite the ship by way of the plank. And don't let the bull sharks bite you in the buttocks on the way out.
Talking about bull sharks down in Louisiana in Grand Isle, which was totally destroyed. That's an interesting story that a lot of people probably don't know about outside of the state. 100% of the buildings in Grand Isle, Louisiana, were destroyed by a hurricane. But if you go swimming down there in the Gulf, they have a problem with bull sharks, and they have a problem with black tips.
You know, bull sharks can swim up the Mississippi. They can thrive in fresh water.
That's why I don't screw anything with a river, anything with a lake. I may go to the beach, but right now I just ain't dealing with any of that BS.
Well,
I want to live.
Lakes could have a plesiosaur, prehistoric creature, and
No,
we have,
don't even go there.
I feel something in my feet.
Don't go there.
Oh crap! I gotta get the hell out of the water. Let me go jump in the pool.
Plesiosaur.
yeah, but it's
Give
a sad.
me a
sad
pool. I'll
thing.
be happy.
Yeah, it's a sad thing that Grand Isle, Louisiana,
Yeah.
was 100% destroyed, and my aunt, my father's sister, and my father's brother both lived there, and so they're got no house, but they got, I guess they got insurance, but it just wiped it out. I mean, 150-mile-an-hour winds hitting that beach for about 6 hours. Imagine being in a tornado like in The Wizard of Oz, but for 6 hours. You know what that's going to do to your town?
Yeah. I went through Greensburg after the tornado. It looked like it'd been through a war. Looked like they'd shelled it from World War I with hours upon hours of artillery. There wasn't a leaf left on the tree. Any small limbs, like smaller than about that big around, was completely broke off. The trees looked weird. They just
shredded.
Yeah, it was just nothing was standing. So yeah, I can imagine. I've been to not been to Grand. I got close to Grand Isle. We went out of Fouchon one time. I don't think that was too far from Grand Isle, if I remember right.
No, only about 20 miles.
Yeah. So
Port Fouchon got annihilated also,
Yeah, I can imagine. When I worked offshore, we went out of Venice once and then Fouchon the other time.
Okay, one more thing. I remember when we were doing Stout Sunday on the day of the hurricane. We were doing Stout Sunday, and I was saying, in the morning, I was saying, it's not going to be too bad. And I just really thought it was going to be okay, because it was like perfect weather. Everything was nice and calm. There was a little breeze in the air, a little strange little breeze. But I didn't like the way that breeze was going in a circle. But anyway, I said, yeah, it'll be all right, And then I told him, I said, if I don't show up for a few weeks, you'll know what happened. And it's funny because then around 2:30 in the afternoon, I was thinking, man, this is not looking good at all. I mean, I started seeing all kind of stuff like flying around, and I was thinking, man, I don't know how long that my power is going to go. So I was still on the Facebook and posting, here's what the radar looks like now. And then at 4:54 Central Time, 5:54 Eastern, that was it. It went out, and it was out. And I said, oh, man. And then it got really bad after that, because by the time it hit us, it was going from category 4 dropping to 3. And so we had sustained 130, and we were hitting 150 gusts. So I said, oh, man,
Well,
but
luckily
it all went.
Yeah, when I was watching it too, and I could tell where it was at and everything. And the thing I worried about though was that Lake Pontchartrain backing up into that little slough behind your place and swelling that out of its banks.
Well, that's what happened. And all those people over there, they had water in their houses. All of a sudden, the lake rose, and then the people were getting in the attic, and they were saying the water's coming into the attic. It's coming into the attic, and they were calling people, and they were sending little motorboats out to come get them out the attic. And but it didn't flood here because we're a lot higher elevation than back toward the lake. But it was a terrible, Here comes the train. Well,
You made it. That's the important part.
The Kansas City Express.
Yeah, Kansas City Southern heading toward New Orleans. I want to say I appreciate everybody joining. We had a great hangout, and I'm gonna take James P. Madonna's advice, and I'm gonna build up a liqueur stash so that I can keep the party bucket and keep doing the what you call that, James, a grab bag.
Yeah, it's like the bingo balls, you know, the grab bag. Yeah, there you go. You shake it up. Yeah, the grab bag. I'm thinking about all the wild boar and wild hogs in your state. That's a lot of head cheese. That's a lot of high quality head cheese.
Yeah,
Wild
and one
boar.
more thing. What wild boar? What?
Head cheese.
It don't taste quite as good as
Domesticated.
commercially raised pigs.
Oh, okay.
The corn fed. Yeah. Well, there's a video you can look up on YouTube. This was 2 days ago. They had it on the local news. This man in our local town here, there was a big alligator, a 12-foot alligator in his front yard. And he somehow opened up his garbage can, you know, those flip tops, and he got the alligator to go inside of it. And he was able to get the alligator inside the garbage can until the animal control came and got it. But that's an amazing video watching this guy capture a 12-foot alligator in a garbage can.
Jeez. You ever see an alligator gar in the southern rivers?
Oh yes, yes.
Starfish?
That's a scary looking fish.
Oh, worse, scarier than a muskie or a northern pike. They're huge.
I'll tell you what else is kind of scary. We were walking back there by that canal, by the woods, and we almost stepped on what's called an alligator snapping turtle.
Oh, they got some jaws on them. They'll break a piece of wood now.
If an alligator snapping turtle comes down on your arm, you ain't got no arm.
Crack. Yeah, they sit on the bottom and their tongue looks like a worm. Their tongue does this. And then when the fish gets close, whack.
And it was right behind my house. They're it looks like a dinosaur, you know, it's got this shell with these, it's a crazy looking thing, you know.
Yeah.
Big diamond shaped patches.
Yeah.
Diamond shaped. Very rough and ridgy, bumpy shell, very prehistoric looking. And they live a long time and they get huge. I mean, I know that.
They get huge, and they got their tail sticks out like an alligator, and they got spikes on the tail. And you really don't want to play around with an alligator or snapping turtle.
All right, I ate it.
Well,
I ate it. I had it. I tasted it. It's good.
And it was good.
I've had alligator where I live in Mobile. When I used to live in Mobile, I've had alligator, and it tastes like, you know.
Alligator's not bad. Turtle's a different story. I don't like turtle.
My grandfather loved turtle soup, but I don't like soup that's looking green unless it's a split pea soup.
Yeah, Linda Blair soup with smoked a ham.
Yeah.
Right. Linda Blair was hanging out at my house last weekend, and well, that's a lie. She wasn't really hanging out here. Anyway,
what she would do? Turn her head like this, like.
Oh
no,
she's a chiropractor now. I heard. Oh,
she's a chiropractor now.
She needs one.
But the split pea soup with smoked ham is really great when the weather gets chilly. That's why I just finished a big pot of red bean soup with smoked sausage. I sliced up about 2 big smoked sausages, sliced it up, and I cooked it for hours, and it was great. It tasted like red beans and rice, Louisiana.
Yeah, gator tail. They eat the tail. Right. All right. Well, we could go on all night, but I gotta wake up in a little while for Dawn Buster's Taste
The
Challenge.
boys are back in town. Boys are back in town.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Here we go. About to be
8:00 Eastern Time, 5 Pacific, 7 Central. So yeah.
Potatoes.
Y'all take care now. Go watch some college football.
Cheap filler. Yeah. Potatoes is cheap
That's
filler.
what
I'm
I
gonna use potatoes.
I like potatoes, but I like cheap filler.